Hello and welcome back to another Bomb Bad Battle Report. So today we're going to be trying out the new Strategic Positions mission. So I've got a couple lists that I think could enjoy it. Obviously Cassian is very good at everything, but especially, the distances between the objectives, it can be very, very handy for his revenge stuff. But I figured let's do a twist on a Cassian thing, just have a cool Cassian Mandos sort of list. I think Paz, especially on this mission as well, could be really cool. And it's always fun to get Lobot into the game. Having that lockdown as well to move around with that revenge trigger could be really, really spicy. And then on the other side, we've got a good old GI Krennic list that I've wanted to do a video about for a while. So Vader 3 here is just really, really sticky, as is Fifth Brother. So we got some very durable bodies to go sit on those objectives for us. And lots of force regen. Hopefully, if we're getting kills, we'll have that force regen from GI, which can power Krennic, which, he can be a bit force hungry because of all his abilities. So GI helps a lot with that. I do think tiebreakers are also pretty handy on this map. So having a couple ways to move Fifth Brother around should be useful. And then, of course, Death Troopers are our Stormtrooper tagged support of choice to go with Krennic because he really, really wants that supporting fire dash. Alrighty, so the Rebel Mando team is first player, and I deployed on this side because from the perspective of the first player, the left side objective comes up twice as often as the right side. And if they were first player here, they'd have the worst access to this side, which could be a big detriment in the first struggle. So I deployed on this side, put the Mandos over here. They can mitigate this tricky deployment situation pretty decently, and also, Paz is a bit slow. He wouldn't be able to cross as much if he started over here, versus with the Rebel Commandos, I kind of used them to cheat Cassian's crew closer to that side a little bit. Versus on the Empire side, Krennic is a bit slower, so here we should be able to advance, shoot, and if this side had come up, I was thinking he could probably get to the ladder on an advance, maybe get a couple shoves, and still get the supporting fire dash to get to that side. So kind of just looking at the movement profiles of the different units. Our jump unit obviously was over here as well in case that came up, but here's great. We can send in Vader and just grab that. Well, we can have a melee guy on that more easily than over here. So that's that. We've got some ingress here and here for two separate ingress points, or one big ingress point over there, which won't really come up at first because this one's inactive. We've got an ingress point here, which should be straight up and down. There's this one, and then there's this one going across to both. So we'll go first with the Mandalorian team. I will say when I was making the list, I forgot about having only 4 force. So that's definitely an argument to go with instead of Lobot Commandos, go with like Sabine or Ezra and Bazin Chirrut, but that's too basic for us. So we'll see. We'll try to get by with 4 force and see how that goes here today. First draw is Cassian, so I think that's an opportunity to save some force because we're not going to. I don't think there was any world where we were going to be deploying a guy so far up that we could dash a commando onto the midline, and they'd get shot up anyways. So we're just going to save forces activation, do a take cover, and then nice little advance. So let's put him up here. That puts Cassian well within dash range. Well, it doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, Lobot could dash him if he really wanted to. So we'll keep him there, give him his hunker, and just a nice boring first turn. We will flip over to... yeah, because I think we're mainly going to see hits coming from this team. So we're going to flip over to all the way for a defensive stance. On the Imperial side, Death Troopers. So we could send them up, grab both of these, start off by scoring 3, pop some shots into Cassian. That doesn't seem too bad. Let's just start with an advance, and then we're going to pay 1 for our dash and focus. So this guy's going to come up here and hit the ladder. This guy is going to come over this way. Cassian Doesn't have any defensive moves, so even if he high rolls, we're going to be doing okay. I mean, we could try to start softening up these rebel commandos, perhaps, but then I'm further away from the objective, so we'll sit a little more securely on the objective here. Actually, let's go like that. Backstop ourselves. Kind of messes up the angle for the rebels a little bit. And then this guy is just going to dash over to here, like so. And you know what? I think I had the distance. Yeah, we'll cheat up. We'll go a little bit further, get ourselves within 2 in case we get shot at here, get some extra cover. We'll go this guy first into Cassian. So that's 7 dice into 6 because he doesn't have terrain cover right now. Quite a few fails, but we do get 5 hits. No crits, so good on Cassian for being in all the way. He is going to block 3 of the 5 with a heal. So 2 down the tree. We'll do the 2 damage with a pin, and Cassian's going to heal the pin. And then we'll do the same thing on the next attack. So now it's from up here. That's a bit... a bit better. We're looking at 5 hits plus a natty crit this time. Cassian doesn't do better. He gets only 3 with no heal, so 3 down the tree. We could do 4 with another pin, or we could end disarmed. I think getting pinned is really nice here, so 4 with a pin, even though we don't quite get the shove. Back to Team Rebel / Mandalore. Lobot, see? Cassian. I mean, if he had gotten the heal, I do think we would have shoved him back there. Well, Lobot probably is going to just move up and tell Paz to start getting to the middle, because that's why we're doing this, right? So get Paz dug in. Of course, I don't, force again. I might not have the force to really get Paz dug in there, but we'll see. So if he goes like that, he just needs range 4, I believe, for security network. Yeah, so let's start by tactic. We're going to tell Paz to jump. Well, dash, really, but... So he's not jumping. Technically speaking, he's not jumping. Ignore me. Then Lobot's going to advance up here. Then we'll take a shot, see if we can get our security network for free. So that's a 7 dice shot into 5 defense dice with the Death Trooper. Ooh, good shot, Lobot. That's going to be 3 crits and 4 hits. So we're not going to get all the way down with natties or with crits. So let's see. Yeah, the Death Troopers have a good defensive block, so they block the 4 hits. So we don't get our freebie. Let's do 4 damage with a strain, down to 3 with a strain. Oh, I forgot to measure, because I don't think Paz had range 3. No, so yeah, he wouldn't have given them any condition as part of Lobot's detain tactic. So now we'll spend our first of our 4 force for security network, because Paz is a scoundrel secondary, so he's going to dash and make an attack. So we're going to come out this way. Oh, Lobot got a shove in there, which was not very useful for shoving the defender, but he will shove himself. And you know what? Just to make sure we get onto the objective, let's actually, instead of the strain, we'll do 3 with a double shove and a disarm, down to 2. Just in case Paz is unable to get this guy away, I would like to flip this objective this turn. So, boom, boom. There we go. We got Lobot up there, and we've got lockdown, which is very nice. So then we pay our 1. Paz is going to... I want to make sure I'm actually contesting, but that might give me a bad angle. Paz needs 2 down his tree, so let's go up just here to contest. So this will give me a worse angle for the shove, but it will mean that no matter what, I will get the objective. So if I really wanted to be aggressive this turn, like I could have angled things a little differently, but this is more the safe approach, I think. 5 dice attack, targeting that Death Trooper. 3 fails, but Paz has 3 hits on 1 expertise, so we still get 4 hits. And just 2 blocks from the Death Troopers. So we do get that shove, so it's going to be 3 damage down to 2 with a pin shove. Let's see how these angles worked out for us. Okay, so we do have a bit of an angle out this way, parallel to the thing. But yeah, the one shove was not enough even just to get it away, so boom. We do flip this 2-1, and now we've got lockdown on there, though I'm sure Lobot will be a priority target, but hopefully Paths can help him out there. Score 3, just like the Empire did, so both teams are going to get a momentum. Alrighty. Fifth Brother. Fifth Brother's not going to do a whole heck of a lot, I don't think. Jump, hit this ladder, come down, advance. Maybe he could take cover and get into range. Maybe not. The Empire, I don't have to be as stingy with force on the Empire side. So let's pay to reserve. Hopefully we can get someone to move Fifth Brother before he activates. Okay, Krennic. So let's start with an advance. And then, if I do deploy the garrison, this guy is going to take a disarmed shot into Lobot. Because, well, he's not engaged with Paz, so I could just take a disarmed shot into Cassian, because that won't trigger Paz. Then Krennic himself flips into High Aspiration and shoots Lobot. Yeah, I think that's the move. So freebie on this guy, he's going to dash, which gets rid of the pin, and then a disarmed shot into Cassian with 5 dice, which is better. Oh, that's a great disarmed shot. 4 hits and a crit on natties. Look at these guys go. Okay, how can Cassian respond? He is blocking all 4, and getting a heal. So just 1 crit getting through. So let's make that a damage and a disarm. And then Cassian. He's up to 7. Do I start healing damage instead of healing the pin? Just to keep him alive a little longer, I say yes. Then Krennic will flip into High Aspiration, which is only range 4 actually. So wait, do I even have range 4 on Lobot? Yes. Yeah, just barely. Whew. Right, I forgot that his High Aspiration gun is shorter range. So 8 dice into Lobot. That's going to be pretty good. We're looking at 3 crits and 4 hits. So that's 7 results. Lobot rolls 5. He is going to block 3, so 4 down the tree for Krennic, and no expertise, so he's not going to get disarmed by Lobot. We'll start with the 1 shove, see if that gets us out of range of Paz, because then we can just do more damage to Lobot. Yeah. So, we'll try to shove him, without cheating and knocking Paz too much. So we do that. That gets him out of 2 of Paz and out of 2 of the objective, so that's very good. Krennic follows up. We'll do 4 damage to get 2 heals to help our Death Troopers out. 1, 2. Very nice. Then Krennic also is going to use the Supporting Fire Dash to come, and he'll sit. That was a cool spot where the Death Trooper was, so he might as well sit there. So 2-1, doesn't even matter though. He's got High Aspiration, and there's no lockdown. So he does that. They score 3. Okay, what do the Mandos get? They get their Shatterpoint. I think it's probably Coverts. We could go with Rebel Commandos actually, because they'll get the Cassian bonus. That guy dashes up. Yeah, let's go with Rebel Commandos. So we'll start by paying a force. So we're gonna get this guy dashing up here, taking the ladder, coming before I place him. Just take a quick look. Okay, so he'll come like there. So perfectly, we did that well. He's staying out of 2. So then this guy, I am kind of abandoning my back objective, which is not necessarily ideal, but we'll see what happens. I am going for the very aggressive play here. Okay, so now I get my hunker back. I get a focus. And I've got impact and sharpshooter from Cassian, so I'm going to be rolling 10 sweet dice. So I'm thinking this guy will shoot that guy, this guy will shoot that guy, and then they can go and take over all these objectives. So let's start with this shot. This guy into that guy. 8 dice, or 10 dice, as I just said. Actually, 10 dice. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits and a crit, so 7 results. Pretty good. Into 3 blocks, so 4 down the tree. That's something we like. So we're definitely going to start with the 1 shove, and then if we need a second, we won't need a second. So, boom. Follow up. So we'll continue along the top of the tree, and this guy's going to, I guess, start moving this way because I'm anticipating a move action next. So that's the reposition. We're getting a total of 5 damage down to 4 with a pin disarm, and that's pretty good. Now we only need 1 success to get through to get these guys wounded. So this guy will shoot that guy. Once again, 10 dice. There, I see a crit, so that's going to work out for us. 5 hits and a crit, so 6 results. 3 blocks, so 3 down the tree. We might as well do the double shove, so 3 damage down to 2 gets us the wound. We don't have any wound triggers that are going to happen, but we will do a move action, so this guy, I guess he could have followed up. Oh, oops, I forgot my shoves. We're going to do shove back here, getting the supporting fire dash to start costing. Force is pretty good, though, I mean, Krennic's the main guy who needs that. Ooh. So this guy will come up, do the same trick, just get some extra cover, and then this guy is going to try to stay away from Krennic. So I get to at least keep my hunker for now. So 1-0 up here, 2-1 over here. That's 4 big points for the rebels. It gets us out of the 3-3. Okie dokie. So the Imperials, if I go with Fifth Brother, he can certainly take this objective for me. And that's about it. I don't see a good world where we're taking control of 2 objectives right now. Oh, this objective is also pretty vulnerable. But like if we try to get like Cassian's objective, yeah, bad stuff's going to happen, I feel like. So right now we're just going to take the 2. It's not going to land on the middle just yet. I think I'm going to just have to bite the bullet here and pay for a jump. So pay for a jump, come up here, advance, knock the hunker off of. I'm trying to put him. Yeah, we'll put him there so he's nice and close to that objective, but also within dash range of the middle, like on a future. So we'll go like up there on a future Grand Inquisitor turn. We could maybe dash into the middle and secure that objective. That's going to be double crits, double hits with a damage. If they're lucky, the commandos will block the 2 hits. Oh, they blocked 4 hits. That's a good roll, kind of wasted there. So 2 down the tree with an extra damage is going to be 3 with a shove and a strain. You know, I'll still win the objective even without a shove, but this frees up Fifth Brother to be able to move to the middle as discussed. So, and the strain is actually quite nice because now they don't want to be coordinating fire damage. Though I guess they wouldn't anyways because there's not really many rebels around. So Fifth Brother takes control of this objective, and the Empire is just going to score 2. Over to Team Mando. There we get Clan Kryze. So I don't think they've got the speed to fully get all the way there. But let's see. After this, we've still got Armorer, we've got Paz, and we've got actual Rebel Commandos. Armorer will definitely want 1 force. So either we pay a extra force to go and attack Fifth Brother, or we just go up and maybe spend no force trying to attack Krennic. And I think that might be the play, because if we save a bit of force, that keeps Paz nice and threatening. So we'll choose Sharpshooter. from armaments. Then we're going to advance, and then we'll get Mandalorians are stronger together. This back one will start shooting into Krennic with 7 dice. That's really good because they have great expertise. So that's 5 hits and 2 crits. So 7 results. I mean, his defense isn't too bad though. Ooh, 4 expertise. Okay, so he's blocking plus an extra block. So he's blocking 4 of the 7. So 3 get through. I don't want to shove him too far. So we'll do 4 damage with a strain and a single shove. So, bonk, bonk. Very good. That should have us, yeah, easily within 2. This guy stayed within 4. So, second shot. That's worse, but 3 hits and 2 crits. So 5 results. Krennic is going to block all the hits and 1 of the crits. So only 1 crit getting through. So we're not going to wound him here. I don't feel great about it, but let's do 2 damage. That way, if he wants to use his reactive, it will kill him. Or wound him at least. So he probably won't want to do that. So only 3 points though for the Mandos, so they can't quite start pulling ahead yet. Let's see what we get here. Shatterpoint. Ooh boy. Unfortunately, I feel like I should have followed up a bit more on that fifth brother shove. Then I might be able to dash in here and steal this objective with Grand Inquisitor, which would be quite nice. I want an explosive play with this Shatterpoint, but unfortunately, I don't quite see a really good explosive play happening without wounding someone. And if I wound someone, then Cassian is going to do his best to mitigate that. I might be able to get away with a wound on this guy and go for that objective. So I am looking at Grand Inquisitor because he's so fast. So we're going to we're going to use our tactic to dash Vader up to get him within 2 of the Grand Inquisitor, or why do I keep saying that? 2 of Krennic. Then the actual Grand Inquisitor is going to, he can get a little bit straighter like that. He's going to take his own dash. Well, technically he should have dashed first and then Vader, but oh well. Then he's going to advance. Then we're going to use Fifth Brother to expose the Rebel Commandos, and then we're going to saber throw 6 dice at the Commando. 2 crits, 3 hits, and 1 of those was from an expertise. So we are going to get, at the very least, we're going to get our dash and a reposition. Commandos block 4, so just the 2 crits through. Wow, or 3, I guess, because they were exposed. But wow, those Commandos are rolling hot today. 2 more damage, which unfortunately isn't the wound. I was hoping if maybe I could spike and get a wound, then I could use the identity to heal Krennic. So that means I left this objective a little vulnerable by not putting Vader there, but we were taking a risk, taking a chance. Oh well. So we get a shove, we get a reposition. So yeah, sure. We'll just shove this guy into there. We'll take a little bit of a follow-up. Then we get the reposition from the tree first, and then a dash from our expertise. There we go, and he's going to come sit right there and be very, very happy with that. So I flipped an objective without leaving this one open at least. Scored 3, and do I want to flip stances with the Grand Inquisitor? Nah, I think I'm happy enough with what he's got. Back to the Rebels. Paz! So, Paz could conceivably shoot Krennic down and then advance onto that objective. So yeah, I think if we've got a decent play, we're not in a position to afford luxury reserves. It does get Paz out of the fray a little bit, but it is what it is. We're going to send... Ooh, if I send this guy this way, Can I get an extra body on this objective? No, not quite, unfortunately. So we're going to send a guy up here. I'm going to send a guy up here. We don't want to block Paz's path because I want to get some shoves there. So then we're going to start with a shot. 7 dice into Krennic. That's going to be just a smooth 7 hits. No crits. So Krennic's defensive expertise is actually a little worse if there's no crit. So yeah, he's only getting 3 blocks. There's no crit to cancel. So 4 down the tree for Paz. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a shove, a pin, a heal. Shove. Send Krennic back this way. Ooh. Okay, we will shove ourselves into this guy. I'm just a little short. I was hoping to heal the strain on Lobot. But instead, I'll heal the strain on the Rebel Commandos. Then move action from Paz will bring him over to here. And he will flip this objective. And we're going to score, once again, 3. On the Imperial side, what do we get? Vader! Vader can certainly take this objective back. It would be nice to do it without having to attack Paz. Unfortunately, we're going to have to bring Paz more central, but that kind of is what it is. So I guess we can start putting damage on some Clan Kreese. So Vader tactic, he's going to refresh a force, and then he's going to dash himself over here to be just barely within 2. So we'll cheat backwards a little bit. So there we go. Then first action, he is going to punch 7 dice into this Clan Kreese. Or not Clan Kreese, Covert. Ooh, not great from Vader, but we'll have 4 hits turning off a block. So turn off that. They block 2 of our 4, so just 2 down the tree. Into this Clan Kreese, it's either double shove 2 or shove pin 2. And yeah, the shove isn't doing much. Maybe should have gone after that guy. That would have made more sense. Let's say we did. We'll be kind to the Empire here. They have to play against Cassian. So if I had been thinking, I would have gone after that guy. So we'll do the pin shove with 2 damage. Then we are going to pay 2 force to yank Paz into us with You'll Die Braver Than Most, and we're going to give him an expose, which he's not really going to care too much about. But this does open up space for our man Vader to walk back over here and grab this objective. Keeping 3 going for the Empire. Okie dokie. Force management, I would say, is going pretty well for the Mandos so far. Okay, and we get the Armorer. She's fast enough. Jump. Get over. Advance. Advance again. We might be able to go and attack Vader, honestly. So let's try it. We're going to use our tactic to get Paz. Yeah, he's not close enough there. So he's going to... Yeah, he's got the space. Though we might not have enough space to get the Armorer where we want her. He's going to go there. The Armorer is going to jump up, hit the ladder, which I think gets us a little extra distance. Then normal advance. Whee! Then pay 1 for her special advance. And then we're going to expose ourselves and expose Vader. And then, yeah, we'll toss 8 into Vader, and we're going to hope we get 4 down the tree for that reposition. That one's cocked. That's a good roll. That's a good roll. So that we're looking at 2 crits and 6 hits. So a total of 8. Exposed Vader is blocking just 1. So 7 is as far down her tree as we can get. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down to 8 with disarm, expose, strain. That hurts. We also get a shove in there, but he's steadfast. We'll shove ourselves into him, though it won't matter too much. We also get a heal. So we're going to heal our expose off. Then we are, with that reposition, just going to jump. Here isn't bad because it gives us better access to go over there. Potentially, I don't know what world that's super useful. So we'll just tuck in next to Paz, make it really annoying for anyone to come after us. So she's just going to come there. Alrighty. Then obviously 2 to 1, the Mandos are going to take that objective, score their 3 again. Okay. Empire was kind of hoping for a whiff on the dice there. Unfortunately, that is the opposite of what happened. Now here's Grand Inquisitor again. Yeah, I think we just walk over and throw our lightsaber at Cassian. So moving Vader is not going to do anything other than pop his strain. So let's get Fifth Brother a little further up here. Just give ourselves some options in the future. We know we have Death Trooper Escort coming next. And we've saved 1 force, so because I don't think we can afford right now to go for the kill on Cassian, unfortunately. Okay. I could just start with the saber throw. I could do a focused saber throw. That's just getting too cute. So we're going to move in first to knock off Cassian's hunker, and then we're just going to punch him with our lightsaber. Shaboom! Alrighty, it's still a 6 dice punch, and a bit better expertise actually as far as just getting hits are concerned, because we don't need the movement right now. Yeah, that's what you like to see. 7 results on 6 dice. We're looking at 5 hits, 2 crits. Cassian is blocking 2 and getting a heal. So unfortunately, this is not a time when I really want to kill Cassian, because if I kill him, Lobot comes and then we're really hoopty-doopty. And we don't want that. Because we know what should come next. It's actual Rebel Commando activation. Right? Yeah. With 1 force. They're probably going to be able to get over there if they want to. They're probably going to get Fifth Brother if they want to. But maybe they don't. I mean, keeping the 3-3 going, I think it's still too early to really throw in the towel on this struggle, so we're not going to kill Cassian. We'll just do 3 damage. We're also going to shove him. Then he's going to get a heal, and that heal will be... I just need to get another damage on Lobot so he can't, like... Well, I mean, even if Lobot was dead, we could still defend this objective for the Rebels. Cassian is going to heal his pin, I think, putting him at 9 with a disarm, which, yeah, that's the most useful thing to... Being 2 damage away from death is not helpful. Being pinned is not helpful. Being disarmed doesn't matter too much to him right now. 3 more points for the Empire. Yeah, and we know it's Rebel Commandos now, their actual turn. So start with paying the 1. This guy's going to dash down here. Is he engaged? Yeah, he is. So no hunkers for anyone. Probably could have cheated a little bit more to keep my hunker, but oh well. Oh well. Them's the breaks sometimes. And then, yeah, we'll send this guy over here. Kind of a non-committal move, just to see what happens. Because I don't think I was in range to get to the ladder. Okay. Alrighty, so let's start with the guy down below. So this is going to be only 8 dice now, because it's not the Shatterpoint. That is a very good start. That's going to be 6 hits and a crit, 7 results into Fifth Brother. He's blocking 2, so full 5 down the tree is amazing. He is steadfast, so we're going to go down the bottom part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a double shove and a pin and also a couple heals. So first shove, he's not going to go anywhere. Second shove, we'll send him down below, which means as well that he shouldn't be contesting. Nope, so he takes the full 5, which is really good. We also get 2 heals, so that's going to help the Rebel Commandos stay alive. Now, did I mess this up? No, I think this guy can still just see Fifth Brother. We almost had a rare no line of sight thing there, but no, I think he can see him, so we'll spend the second shot into Fifth Brother. That's going to be 2 crits and 5 hits again. So 7 results. He's blocking 3 this time, so only 4 down the tree, which is exactly what we wanted. We're going to double up on the pin to make that 6 damage with a disarm shove. We will shove him this way, making sure, just to like clear out a whole side of the board. You know, kind of concentrate the Empire in one zone. Might be helpful. So that's very nice for us. We also get a reposition from our tree, which was what we were looking for. Whee! Coming over this way. And then we have a move action left. So this guy comes here. And this guy climbs up here. Okay. Okie dokie. That's very good. We flip that. We flip that. That is going to be a big 4 points for the Rebels. It looks very much, I would say, like this struggle is going to be theirs. As the Empire flips Death Trooper Escort, he can't move any supports that are alive. And actually, both of our supports are pinned right now. So, going into next struggle, ideally we'd want to control these objectives. So, maybe the best move is come up this way, try to get a kill on Lobot. Maybe shake a pin in the process. We're going to tell Fifth Brother to shake the pin. Then we're going to pay our last force for a dash and focus. Then we're going to cross over here. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if this gives me range on Lobot or not. It doesn't, so let's just get the kill on these Rebel Commandos for now. Well, get the kill, he says. I don't know if I'll get the kill. Let's see if we can maybe shove this guy into oblivion. And, well, I mean, I only get, what, 1 shove, so it won't really be into oblivion, but... Okay, we've got the sharpshooter, we did the focus, so we're throwing 9 dice. No, that's the bad number of expertise. 3 expertise. So we're looking at 2 crits, a damage, and 3 hits. Rebel Commandos have been rolling hot today. But now it calms down. Just 1 block. So 4 with an extra damage getting through. Yeah, so that'll be 7 damage. Strain exposed gets the wound. Because I think now is a good time to push a little bit of damage through. Grand Inquisitor is going to tell Vader to heal his strain. And we regen a force. But that 1 force is not going to be enough for Krennic to do his follow-up because it would cost 2 right now. Then Cassian is going to tell someone to do something. And that something is... I could move Paz more central, but it won't help all that much. No, let's do it though, because I think if I can get Paz, like as I say, this objective could be very important next struggle. So having Paz closer to it right now would actually could yield dividends. So just 1 point and a momentum for the Empire. We know that this struggle's over. And I'll shuffle some decks. We made it through with 4 force. Alrighty. To close out the struggle, coverts. Ooh, I mean, coverts are almost a unit I'd want to save to start the next struggle with. But let's see something here. Okay. Because I'd like to get some heals. But I'd also like to shoot someone. Because right now they are pinned. unfortunately. And the only people in the Empire really worth shooting are Grand Inquisitor and Death Trooper Escort, because Vader is only one away from death, and he's just probably going to die from Cassian anyway. But I think they're one of my best activations. I'm gonna I'm gonna be wild. I'm gonna pay one to reserve them. And then we get Armorer, who it's not gonna do a whole heck of a lot. She is going to, I guess, ooh, we could tell Paz to jump, or we could tell one of the coverts to jump. Considering that we have the coverts in reserve, probably best if we tell them to jump. That means the armorer gets to jump as well. So let's send her over this way. Then we'll send her over to here, put a body on this objective, and spend an action, our second action, to tell Lobot to heal off his strain. That opens up his focus ability, as well as just makes it easier to move people around. So lackluster armor activation, mostly just set up. But before we start Struggle 2, we do need to roll for Cassian, just the one damage. So that's going to hit Grand Inquisitor, and that is going to wound Vader as well. Alrighty, so we got Dig In, which means that instead of these ones being locked in, we had this, and this. This line of three are all locked in, and the Empire only got to pick here or here, so they went with here because it's a bit closer to where their stuff is, though also closer to Paz, unfortunately. And funnily enough, because of kind of setting up for anticipating maybe one of the other two layouts, neither team now has a body on any of these objectives. So that will be quite interesting. Oh, it's Vader. If he activates now, he doesn't. Oh, we have to roll our doubles. So the two doubles are going to be on fail and block. So these two. Let's take the reserve on Vader. We can regen that force later. We get Grand Inquisitor, who unfortunately still doesn't have a living Inquisitorius unit to dash around. But we'll try to do things in the proper order this time. I guess Grand Inquisitor is going to come over here. Do I just eat it and wound somebody? Nah, because then this covert, if I like wound Cassian or Lobot, they steal this off, and I score 0, which is I just can't afford to score 0. So let's dash Fifth Brother. Doesn't matter too much now, does it? Does it? We could dash Vader more central just to give him options on his turn whenever we do decide to activate him. Okay. Well, technically we dash GI first. I don't think there's a way we're going to be able to saber throw. Oh. Okay, let's sit just outside of Cassian range. There we go. 6 on 4. Two crits, one hit, and a dash. So yeah, expose wouldn't have changed anything. It's 2 crits and a dash. I think I need the reposition, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's just going to be 2 damage down to 1 against the coverts with a shove, so we can at least get them a little more out of position. Phew, bonk. Then we're going to dash. Then we're going to reposition. Oh, sorry. First, we do the reposition, which is important because the reposition comes from the tree. So we do that first. Then we do expertise, which brings us the dash. Then we're just going to do a take cover and sit real nice over. We'll try to kind of sit there. So that was about the best we were going to do this turn, unfortunately, is 1 objective and 1 point. Oh, I forgot. I got an extra dash from Grand Inquisitor, but it wouldn't. I don't think it would have helped much on his turn, unfortunately, because he started on an inactive objective. But it will help. It will really help the coverts actually. So, because yeah, Grand Inquisitor he couldn't have attacked it. Yeah, it wouldn't. It was not going to be super handy. But these coverts are going to both dash. So one of them will just get within 2 or within 4 of Grand Inquisitor. That's within 2 of Lobot, and we finished a dash. So we're going to get a focus. We're going to choose Sharpshooter as well. This guy's going to come up the ladder to knock off Grand Inquisitor's Hunker. Okie dokie. So 7 dice. This guy is going to start with a shot into a unhunkered Grand Inquisitor. So 7 on 6. That's, oh, no expertise though, and their expertise are pretty good. So 4 hits, 2 crits, so 6 results. Can't really complain. Grand Inquisitor is only blocking 2. That's not good for him. 4 down the tree is going to get us those double shoves. That will be 4 damage, strain, disarm, and 2 shoves. We're not going to follow up the shoves because this guy's going to go to try and score the double. So first shove takes Grand Inquisitor to the edge because he made sure to be more than 1 shove away from that edge. And then second shove will take him down here. Good. This means this next guy gets to do a shot as well into Grand Inquisitor, which might even get the kill. Probably not with 5 fails. So just 2 hits. Grand Inquisitor roll 6 again. He blocks everything, so nothing on that second attack. That's okay though. We got what we wanted. So let's do we do a move action. Yeah, I think it's worth, for the extra points, it's worth spending the force. So this guy's just going to sit like that. And then we pay 1 force to jump both of them, which will get us into there. And this guy, much like Grand Inquisitor, he's actually going to stay beyond 1 of the edge, and he's going to try to kind of body block that ingress a little bit, actually, just in case anyone gets some funny ideas. So we flip this. The good thing is, if for the Empire, if they can get the kill Grand Inquisitor, but then again they're doing a kill, and then Cassian is going to do his thing. So 3 points for the Mando team because they got the doubles. Block and expertise this time, so that will stay active. This will come up. Ooh, this is a time when I really wish I had someone like Luminara. Oh, I forgot to move this. Yeah. Oh, I moved the wrong token. There we go. It's not great, but let's do it. Yay. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it, but we're going to do Vader. Yeah. Yeah, I think we gotta start draining the force. So Vader wakes up, he'll shed disarm, then with his tactic, he'll dash and get rid of the strain, or not the strain, the expose. He could get no, he's a little too far for that. So then we're going to start with a punch. We need to punch from here just because of the angle to keep them away from Paz. Force them to use their Cassian trigger on Paz. Because if Paz gets to do his thing without Cassian, then Cassian can use his own thing on himself and get over there. So 7 dice into the covert. This just might not even work, but we have to try it. Vader, that's okay. Since this is so important and we'll regen a force on the kill anyways, yeah, I get the force back from Vader. Then I pay the force to for the fifth brother expose. So five hits against an exposed covert. Good move. So that gets us 4 down the tree. So that should get us the wound. Let's see. The first shove gets out of range of Paz, so we can do a pin. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage with a pin strain. So now an Inquisitorious unit, let's say fifth brother, or Vader himself, I guess, is going to heal Krennic's strain, just to get him moving. And we regen that force. So yeah, we go with Paz. So it turns into a dash because he is engaged. We're going to sit him, I guess, there to try to be a little harder to force pull in the proper direction, and then we will spend a force to shoot Vader. And these. Oh, that puts us down to one force. Yeah, because the coverts. We spent one for reserve, one for the coverts, one for Paz. Ooh. Okay. I think it's worth it. Let's see. That's going to be 5 hits into Vader. Oh, 5 blocks and a damage. A damage back on Paz. So Paz didn't get the pin on Vader. Yikes. Okay, maybe I got too cute there, perhaps. So of course it will cost us 3, but I think it's worth it here. 3 force. Well, let's look, because I might not be able to pull Paz off of this. No, because of where Paz moved to, I don't think I can get him off with get him away with a force pull, unfortunately. So in that case, Vader can't grab this objective, so he's going to. He's not currently engaged with anyone. I don't like it, but he's just going to walk over to here, and so GI flips that. Vader flips that. Scores 2. Both sides get a momentum, and now Team Rebel Mando has no force. Lobot. Lobot. Well, he's a great candidate for spending our last force. Let's see. I don't have many good scoundrel targets nearby. I mean, obviously he has him. I mean, he does himself. He has. Oh, maybe actually, can I get? Ooh, that's tight, but I don't think Cassian would make it. And also, yeah, he's not contesting and inactive, so he doesn't get any fancy bonus. Cassian would be a little short. So I think we're just going to spend. We're going to start by using his tactic on himself. So he'll go like this, because he is a scoundrel, of course. So he's going to put a pin on Vader, and I should be able to, if I want to, I can climb up here. Yep. Here, what I'll do is I'll dash to within 2 of this, and then I'll dash again just to give myself a little bit of a better spot. So my thinking is I shoot Vader, and then either I advance, come take this objective, or I climb back here. So let's start with the shot. 7 dice into Vader. Ooh, or do I go for the kill on Grand Inquisitor? Yeah, and I don't want to eat more damage from Vader, so yeah, we'll just shoot Grand Inquisitor. That's going to be a crit and 4 hits, so 5 results. Grand Inquisitor, ooh, blocking, I think, 3. So blocking 3 of the 5, so just 2 down the tree. He's already pinned and disarmed, so it's going to be a shove and 3 damage, so he is going to stay alive. We'll get the shoves. So he'll go like that. And then I think it's more important to take this objective right now, so we'll just climb and sit there. Alrighty, flip that, score 2. How is the Empire going to respond? Shatterpoint. Okay. Let's do it with the Death Troopers. They're gonna wake up and they're gonna shake their disarm. Then I'm going to pay 2 force. So they start. So I'm going to give them impact and sharpshooter. Pay the 2 force. This guy goes nowhere. It shakes the pin. This guy comes up here. And we'll start with this guy shooting Paz. And there's a reason for this. Okay, so 8 dice because I got my focus, and I have extra sharpshooter. And so shooting Paz is going to give us 2 crits and 3 hits. He is exposed for this attack. So he's blocking 2 of the 3 hits. So 3 get down the tree. So we're going to give him 4 damage with a pin. So now he's 3 away and he's pinned. So he can't like escape from melee to like shoot back at this guy. Not that I think I would spend my last force on it anyways, but this other guy's going to punch now, and he also gets 8 dice because we got that impact. That's going to be 6 hits. Paz only rolls 4 in melee. He's only blocking 1, so 5 down the tree. Let's give him a disarm. Let's give him some shoves. So I gotta remind myself of how exactly Paz's wake up ability works. Do I want to kill him is the question, because I got the shoves. So if I kill him, then he pops back up, and that's really bad for me. So we'll just do 3 damage and a disarm and a shove. So I can do a shove, should get him off of the objective. Yep. With 3 damage and disarm. Oh, 3 damage will kill him, though. So do I just do the 1? Sure, just do the 1 damage. Okay, because he would remove all conditions, if he pops back up, then that would be bad, because I don't want him to remove all conditions, shoot, and then spend the force to jump over here. So we got the shove away. Then we're going to do a move action. So this guy's going to come. Oh, did he not quite make it? Did he not quite make it? No! No! I was so certain. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. So instead of scoring 4, this guy's going to move here. I couldn't quite get there. Oh, I should have taken the extra move instead, the extra focus. Unfortunately, that's too much to rewind, I think. But dang it. I done goofed, everybody. I done goofed. So just 2 points and a momentum to each. I thought I was going to have the distance. That's why you measure twice, play once, as the carpenters who play Shatterpoint say. Uh-oh. Okay. Rebel Shatterpoint. That's not good. Play it safe. We send one guy over here, one guy over here. We take our 3 points and call it a day. I think that makes the most sense. So yeah, we'll Shatterpoint the Rebel Commandos. They're going to wake up, and unfortunately, I do have to stay exposed. So I'm going to get rid of the strain. Because they're contesting an inactive, they'll get a dash. So that guy will dash here. This guy will phase through the floor. Then he's going to advance up to here. And this guy is going to advance up to here. Okay. Then let's just start with some shooting. So this guy will shoot this Death Trooper with 7 dice. Uh, 2 crits, 3 hits. Blocking 2, so 3 down the tree. Let's do 3 damage down to 2 with a pin, disarm, and a shove. So loading up with conditions makes it more likely here that maybe we can close out a wound on the next shot. So bonk, knock him down. Then this guy will shoot, same deal, 7 dice. That's going to be 2 crits and 4 hits. So 6 results. They're blocking just 2, but I think they get a heal. Yeah, because they got enough expertise. So 4 down the tree. Can they get the wound? That would be 7 damage down to 6. Yep, 7 damage down to 6, doubling up the conditions. So our little gambit there with the Death Troopers did not pay off. Not only did we not get the big swingy play that we wanted, but now they are wounded, and when we eventually draw their card, they will be removed from the game after the activation. So that was just a blunder of blunders. Boom. So we flip that one, and score 3 for Team Rebel. And what is the Empire going to do? Death Trooper Escort. Let's go with him. We will. We're a decent ways through the deck, so yeah, we'll pay the 1 force. So first we'll give him an extra sharpshooter, then we'll pay the 1 force to come over here, get the focus, and that's going to be a 10 dice shot into that Rebel Commando. So we might get lucky and get the wound here, because then the Rebel Commandos would also get removed from the game pretty soon. They are exposed too. That's half failed. That's not good. 4 hits and a crit though. 4 hits and a crit. Commandos block 2. Only 3 down the tree. So that's going to be 3 damage, double shove, disarm. So 3 damage, shove this guy into a corner. 1, 2. I was hoping maybe with 10 dice we could get the opportunistic kill, but you need a full tree while rolling 3 or 4 expertises to get that 8 damage, which is a very tightrope to walk. So we do get that. We do flip this. So that was second action move. Score 3. Both teams get a momentum, and let's hope the doubles are kind. Block and fail. Ooh, that's not good. We wanted this to be a double because the Death Trooper Escort is body blocking it pretty well. So if the Rebels just walk someone over here, they score 4 and win the game. So that's not good. Cassian. Well, I don't think Cassian can walk over. It's close. With a take cover, maybe. Who else do we have? We've got Rebel Commandos again. Or Paz. So if we pay 1 to reserve Cassian, it's a 50-50 chance that we just straight up win the game. Because drawing Paz, we just go there. But if we don't, if we mess up, then things are pretty sad. So instead, let's see, he goes there, he stays out of range of Vader, then he probably has to do a take cover. Yeah, I don't think he gets there otherwise. He is disarmed, so that means he's not in a good spot to use his attack. Okay, I think we just chance it. Let's just live on the edge, pay 1, reserve Cassian. Who are we going to draw? It's the Rebel Commandos. Okay, well, first action, let's do some shots. This guy is going to shoot him, the Death Trooper Escort, and he's got a disarm. And he rolled 4 expertise, so 1 hit. It's blocked. So next shot, this guy is going to shoot Vader, because I need to try to shove him away. Because if I just get the reposition, I end up over here. I can get to there. But then I lose this objective to Vader, and I only score 3. I'm just thinking it's easier if I go after Fifth Brother. He's a little bit less good at defense. Yeah, let's go after Fifth Brother. Let's go after Fifth Brother, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. So 7 dice into Fifth Brother. That's not going to do it for us. 3 hits and a crit. Fifth Brother blocks the 3 hits, so not doing anything to him, except giving him a pin again. So he's yet another pin disarm person. Let's just heal twice. Let's just heal 2 damage. Keep them alive a little bit longer. So only 2 points for the Rebels. Okay. Empire gets Krennic. So Krennic can definitely steal us this for this turn and give us our 3 to get out of this 2/2, because the Empire already controls these. So he's engaged with Paz. Let's move him, if I can find where I put my range 2. There we go. Yeah, move him this way. Shoot. Ideally, we get the shoves so that the rebels don't just automatically retake this objective next turn. Though it does mean the rebels are going to eventually be able to take back that objective, but I think we just have to live with that. Like next turn, they'll just take it back with Paz, but oh well. 8. So yeah, let's shoot this this rebel. That is a good enough roll. So that's going to be 6 hits and a crit. So 7 results. Ooh, just 2 blocks. So 5 down the tree for Krennic. So we'll do the top parts. So we'll do 3 damage with 2 shoves. Shove number 1. Let's send this guy out here. Follow up with Krennic. Try not to catch Fifth Brother's lightsaber. Do that again. Krennic is going to start moving this way. Then he's going to be in range to use his heal on Vader to take a pin off. Then he gets his reposition, so he's going to come around the corner here like this, go up the ladder, and sit there nice and cozy. Flip this for the Empire. They score 3, but not the double. Alrighty, which means Rebels are going to try to score 3 of their own here, so it's Paz time. He's going to use his tactic to shake his disarm, I think. And then he'll also shake the strain on the coverts, and then they're going to jump. No, we'll shake the pin, and then when they jump, they'll get rid of their strain here. Just get them a bit more central in case we want to attack different objectives on their turn eventually. So they'll move up like that. Then Paz, I think, is just going to shoot at Krennic, so 7 dice into the director. That's a good roll. That's going to be 6 hits, 2 crits, 8 results. Krennic blocking 3, so 5. For Paz is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the pin strain exposed. And importantly, there are 2 shoves in there. So that will get Krennic off this objective. That will make it easier for Cassian potentially next turn. Oops. 1 and sure 2. We'll just shove him like that. So that was Paz's first action. Then we're going to do his next action. So he's going to come over here. And as much as I don't like being in this stance, so he's doing the take cover because he's pinned. We're going to flip into the fearless stance to give us steadfast, which might be handy against an upcoming Dark Trooper activation, is my thinking. So we flip that because we have no force right now to use our I'll cover the rear. So we flip that objective, and the rebels score their 3. The Empire will roll the new doubles, and oh no, it's these 2. That's unfortunate. That's not getting any of this for the Empire is bad. They're not going to be able to flip both of those, which means it's probably it's not necessarily GG yet. But okay, Death Troopers is decent here. We can't shove Paz away because well, we can, but we will kill him in the process. That's not great, because what's our other... Otherwise, it's Fifth Brother, right? Yeah. If we go with Fifth Brother, he would wake up, move over here, win this via tiebreak, score 3 for the Empire, and then the Rebels would come up here and score 2 with Cassian, and we just kind of have to live with that. But I just don't see a world where we get what we need with Death Troopers here, unfortunately. So... I need to score 3, so I'm going to pay 1, get Fifth Brother instead. He's going to wake up, get rid of his pin, and then, oops, we're just going to take cover, Should keep us out of engagement there. Yep. And advance, just to be steadfast and in 2 shove range. So it's going to be very hard to dislodge him. That's more valuable than not having a disarm because, yeah, he doesn't really care right now if he's not attacking anytime soon. So 3 points for the Empire. Now it's Cassian time. So unfortunately, he is going to have to make a disarmed shot into Krennic, I guess. But we'll move first because, yeah, I can't afford to shoot Vader. So he moves up here, hits the ladder, sits here, shoots Krennic, who is exposed. So disarm versus exposed. We'll see how this works out. 7 dice. Well, he got a lot of expertise, but he also got 2 natty crits. So 2 crits and 2 hits. 4 results into exposed Krennic, who gets 2 natty blocks. So our disarm and expose about canceled each other out there. The 2 crits are getting through from Cassian, which will be enough for free damage. Ooh, and to add insult to injury, a disarm. So Krennic is sitting here with a ton of conditions. They flip this objective back, and they will score 2. So now the Death Troopers are going to have to go. I guess our best chance... Oh, the Commandos are still alive, though, aren't they? Yeah, so either a Commando or the Armorer, if we kill Cassian, can end up over there. If we're not going to flip an objective, we might as well get Cassian wounded. And if we get really lucky, maybe we get our dash from our tree. It doesn't. It's not great. So they'll wake up. They'll get rid of their disarm. Then they're going to start with a move action. This guy will shake the pin. This guy will... Oh, he can't even get away from Paz. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to sit there. We'll just do some attacks, I guess, and score our 2 points. So this guy will attack the Rebel Commando. 7 dice. Or 6 dice, because we don't have a focus. Ooh, that's good, though. 3 hits, 2 crits. They're blocking 2, so we're getting 3 down the tree. So I think we're going to want to do the pin and 4 damage. So that puts those guys right on the brink. Well, it actually would kill them if I do the full 4. And I think that's okay, actually. I think that's okay. We'll just say that since this guy couldn't get away from Paz, we should have at least body blocked and stayed on this objective here. So yeah, we'll just get the kill on the Commandos because I think we can afford it right now. Which means Paz is going to die here. The armor is body blocked off of that objective. So I'd like to have a body here, of course. But yeah, since she can't get there, then she... Oh, actually, and because she's engaged... we didn't have to worry too much. Because she's engaged, she's not a spy, so she'll just start moving in this direction, I guess. No, we need to come this way because we need to threaten. If they kill Cassian, we need to threaten the armorer coming in. So she's just going to move. It doesn't really matter if she's engaged with Vader. So she'll move over to here for the next Cassian trigger. Okay, and then this guy's going to punch Paz. I guess we will have a body there because Paz will still be around. Even if they kill him now, he'll pop back up. So that's 4 hits and a crit into Paz. He is blocking the 4 hits, so it's just a crit. But they will be able to... No, they won't be able to wound him here. So just a damage and a disarm. Which, maybe that's better than wounding him anyways, in these circumstances. So they evaporate. They're out of the game. And the Empire scores 2. Okay. Start of the 3rd deck, and Rebel Shatterpoint. Easy peasy. They just have to put a body on this objective. We'll say we wake up the Commandos, or the Coverts. They'll flip that, score their 4, and win the game. 2 struggles here.
So yeah, that was an interesting second struggle. Interesting first struggle as well. But yeah, I mean Cassian really makes everybody's life difficult, and today was no exception. He was annoying the Empire's plans, and this team was actually just putting out a lot of damage. I really liked having Paz around with Cassian, like that interplay was good, but I didn't have enough force to really utilize it. And I'm not even a big Paz fan usually, so I think like playing this with Baze and Chirrut as your five under Cassian, and then your four cost secondary of choice, whether that's Bo Katan or Sabine or whomever else, Ezra. There's some legs here, I think. Especially on this objective, if you can get Paz into the middle real quick, that's spicy. I might dabble in this one a little more. Hopefully, it was good to watch. Obviously, the big turning point was in that second struggle when I, instead of getting extra movement, I just took extra dice from the Death Troopers. You know, maybe without the extra dice, they wouldn't have gotten what they needed. The extra movement meant we didn't score an extra 2 points, and we ended up in a really bad situation. So, got greedy. Learn your lesson. Don't be greedy like me. Play smarter than that. Anyways, see you guys next time, and have a good one.